Hello. Hello, everybody. I don't know why I keep growing and shrinking. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I know my voice sounds a bit off. It's because I'm getting over a bug. That's why I haven't been able to work on content for a little while. Because I'm a bit of a perfectionist when it comes to my content. And I don't like my voice sounding off when I make it. Hello, my friends. Good morning. Ah, it's lunchtime in Germany? That's cool. It is barely after 5 a.m. my time in America. Not even quite breakfast time yet. I enjoyed a live stream a long time. Well, welcome, welcome. This is going to be just a chill chat stream. I may put on a game, I may not, because it just depends. I'm getting over a bug. I figure I'd do a quick stream this morning on YouTube, because I have gone back to doing my streams on Twitch, just to show the YouTube people I'm not dead. I haven't abandoned the channel or anything. I got sick last week, and I'm still getting over it. I've always wanted to do kind of like some sketch comedy kind of videos on my channel, but ever since my ASMR really took off, I figured that'd be a bad idea because blended channels with different kinds of content, unless it's exactly that from like square one, people don't like it. They usually go to a channel for a specific thing, and if the channel starts posting things that aren't that specific thing, people will like get unhappy and unsubscribe. Who knows? I might branch out my content, may start a separate channel after I move and get a new house set up. My current home setup isn't really ideal for most kinds of content, to be honest. That's why I'm so glad that being a VTuber is a thing for streaming. Because there's no way in heck I could, like, regular face cam stream these days because my home setup is that chaotic. Plus, I'm not a comedian or anything. I just like to be goofy and silly every so often. Kind of what was funny is my abusive ex used to go on about what an amazing comedian he was. Yet every time he did a stand-up show where he would come on stage, he would heavily bomb. Like no one would laugh at his stuff. It was sad, but also really funny because he'd go on about how funny of a person he is and not be able to make anybody laugh. You know how I can tell I'm still sick? My thermostat in my house says it's like 75. Yet, I feel like it's 1,000,000 degrees. I'm sweaty. Oh, I love y'all too. Hello, friend. Hello. And no worries, I'm still going to be doing my ASMR Twitch stream later this evening. So y'all get 2 streams from me today. Fun times. Hopefully my doofus bird cooperates and lets me ASMR in peace. I just saw it when I got up this morning, your art piece. I really like it. I like it a lot. If it's okay with you, I might show it on Twitch stream later. Because I don't have Discord on my desktop PC yet. I have to save it off my phone and like send it to myself. How fast can I run? Not very. Oh, I'm glad you liked the succubus ASMR. That was fun to do. I like doing succubi characters. Yeah, so I'm not a fast runner. In part because I have asthma. So any kind of exertive cardio just makes my lungs go, no. Well, I save the picture on my phone and then I just kind of ping it to my desktop. Because I don't have Discord itself loaded on the desktop yet. I'm trying to experiment and see if my streams run better if I don't have Discord running in the background. I really like the site design. It's really neat. I like it a lot. Cats are just a thing that for some reason has always been part of me even when I was a kid. It's just a weird little thing. Weird little quirk. Even my IRL real name, if you pick it apart enough, you can find a way to associate it with cats. I always feel blessed to get awesome fan art because I'm not very good at drawing anymore. I used to be, like, a little over 10 years ago when I was in college, but I fell out of practice after I got sick. Ooh, you named the weapon? What's the name of the weapon? Ooh, that's dope. I like that name. And hopefully I'll feel better, like, tomorrow or Thursday, and I'll be able to finish the audios I was working on. I do not watch Demon Slayer. I don't watch a lot of new anime that's been out in the last, like, 5 or so years. I can try to put you to sleep, but I don't want to put myself to sleep because even though I am sicky poo, I got stuff to take care of today. I'm not tired, I'm just very hot. Like, I have hair falling in my face from how warm I feel. Oh, I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. I'm just, like I said, I'm under the weather. I don't know if it's like a flu or what, but it's been driving me crazy since like Friday. Well, basically, so husbando was sick last Wednesday and missed work, but he had to go back in Thursday and Friday. But on Thursday, my older kid got sent home early from school because she wasn't feeling well. And then starting late on Friday, I started feeling kind of off. I didn't feel like sick. I started having like a sore throat. And I thought it was just because I was doing a lot of stuff to strain my throat all week. But then I woke up on Saturday and I just was like dead. I could not get up on Saturday. No, don't expose me to apes. I'm very scared of chimpanzees. I have seen so many scary things with apes that I'm very scared of them. Like, even when I go to like a zoo with apes, I kind of keep a distance because I'm like, they might attack me. Yeah, I just gotta be really careful of being sick because I'm like 18 weeks pregnant right now. And I can't take a whole lot of medicine for anything I catch. So I just kind of have to wait things out and rough it out. And it's not fun. I've been drinking a lot of hot teas with honey and agave mixed in with it. Yes, I'm pregnant. I'm not like shouting it from the rooftops, but I is pregnant. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. My favorite gorilla is probably Harambe because he deserved better than what he got in the end. Aside from being sick, I'm doing alright these days. Doing alright, just keeping up with everything. Keeping up with stuff online, keeping up with my family. Trying to keep up with my IRL friends, but they're all like all over the place. I usually drink like hot water with honey, and I add tea mostly for flavor. I'm not a big lemon person though. I've been resting. I've been like in a state of sleep since Friday night. People have work and appointments today, so I gotta be around to watch little Fox and be around in case something happens with the older kid at school and there's a problem and they need to come home. I've tried cheeseburger pizza. I don't like it. It hasn't been great sleep because I get these really like stupidly active dreams. So I never quite feel totally rested when that happens. I just dream I'm in all kinds of weird ass situations. Like, I had a dream that I was on vacation going through Nevada, and I wound up at my old job. And I show up just to visit, say hi to people, and they're like, hey, do you want to work today? We're short staffed. And I'm like, oh, I could use the extra money. And they just like drag me into work, and I'm like, oh boy. Well, I know a part of why I have like very vivid dreams is the side effect of medication I need to take, because the medication keeps me alive. I dream about being back in school a lot. Not middle school. Usually it'd be like high school. A lot of times it's college. Like, I'll have a dream that I'm like late for a class, or I show up to class but I don't know what the assignment was, or I don't know what the lecture is about. Or it'll be like some new school I've never been to before. And I'm like, why am I here? Do I find wrestler outfits hot? Depends on the outfit. Like, do you mean like pro wrestling, like the WWE, or like regular gym wrestling? The funny thing that always like snaps me out of the school dreams is that I remind myself, it's like, wait a minute, bitch, you're in your 30s. You haven't been in a classroom for yourself in like a decade. You don't belong here. Nah, I don't really find the WWE outfits all that attractive. They're very costumey. Some wrestlers wear more like flamboyant stuff than others. I used to watch wrestling more back in like the early 2000s because my brother was into it. You just ran into here? Well, welcome. Do I find Marin Kitagawa hot? I think she's cute looking. Got a cute design. So like She-Hulk, which She-Hulk? The one that's on Disney Plus, or like the comic, or which? Because there's a lot of She-Hulks. I don't get sleep paralysis very often. I used to get it when I was younger. Because it was a side effect of a medication I was on. I've read a little bit of the She-Hulk comic, and I haven't seen much of the Disney Plus show yet. I'm kind of like over superhero content. I'm kind of just like over it. It's been so much the last like decade or so. It's kind of like, okay, I'm done. No more superheroes for a while. Because my friends who've seen the She-Hulk show like it. They said the graphics could be better, but that's the fault of Marvel and how they treat their VFX department. Not much can be helped there. But they like the characters and the story so far. I just haven't had time to really sit down and watch much of anything. Other favorite marine creatures, I really like beluga whales. Um, I like spinner dolphins. You can usually find them in Hawaii. Uh, white tip and black tip reef sharks. They're pretty neat. I also really like deep sea creatures like anglerfish and gulper eels and those kinds of things. I like sea otters, okay? I like them more in the ocean. I get a little perturbed at all these aquariums collecting sea otters. Having worked as both a staff and a volunteer at various aquarium establishments, the notion that animals are brought into aquariums to be rehabilitated and released, it's very rare that they're actually released. Basically, if you see an animal on display out of an aquarium, chances are it's not going anywhere. Now, stuff going on behind the scenes that you can't see, those might wind up being released. But anything put on display for people to look at, probably not. You got a joke? I can do jokes. That's the one thing you can always say no matter what, and it's always true. I don't know, what is it? No, the idea that animals are too domesticated, that's a misnomer. The the point of these establishments is they want to make profit. And they generally only make profit if they get people buying tickets, coming in the door, looking at the animals, buying things in the gift shop, stuff like that. And if they don't have animals regularly on display, then people aren't going to come. Because a lot of the aquariums have been pitched ideas to do like high-tech things where it's like you can do a virtual ocean where people can go into a theater and walk around and have like holograms of things swimming around them and hear a speaker talk about the different kinds of creatures and how everything works, and just a lot of different ideas that sound really cool. And the argument from aquariums is like, no, people only want to see real live animals. No one's going to pay for a high-tech experience. Well, you can use various camera technologies to study animals in the wild without disturbing them, and then like map their movements. Dr. Ingrid Visser with Orca Research Trust in New Zealand, she regularly rescues orcas that wind up like beached, stranded, trapped in bays and things like that, and she's documented them, and she pretty much knows every orca that comes around New Zealand at this point. She has given them all like designated numbers and names. And she did an experiment where she put a GoPro on one of them after she, fixed it up and it was injured and got it back in the ocean. And she got some amazing footage from it. I had the pleasure of meeting her a few times several years ago. I would go to a place with no real animals, considering all these like dinosaur exhibits with robot dinosaurs and how popular they are. We can't have like live moving dinosaurs. Well, I guess we could one day with technology, but that would be Jurassic Park, and we should have learned by now Jurassic Park's a bad idea. That was a pretty clever joke. That was pretty clever. I did catch it. It's just a lot of people are talking at the same time. When Pixar made the Finding Nemo movies, they did a lot of research filming various parts of the ocean and fish behavior and things like that without actually disturbing anything. And then got kind of upset that a moral people took from the movies was, I'm going to keep a clownfish for a pet. It's like, no, that's not the point of the movie. Don't do that. That's bad. There's a whole little exhibit in Disney World in their aquarium section of Epcot that's like why you should not keep these fish for pets. I do think there's a lot that can be done in the near future with robotics, like animatronics kind of robotics, and holograms and virtual reality. There's a lot that can be done with that. When it comes to fish, generally I tell people, like, you don't know what you're getting into when you get a fish. Just because for many years media has made it seem like you can just take like a bowl, fill it with water, and plop a fish in it, that it works, it doesn't work. Fish need pretty big tanks with pumps and filters and temperature control, and the water needs to have like just the right pH balance. So you gotta do that all the time with different chemicals. And then fish need things to interact with, like plants and whatnot, like little hidey spots. And of course, food. And of course, it's gonna get dirty every so often. You have to like shut everything down, take the fish out carefully, clean the enclosure, and then get everything set back up just right and put the fish back in. It's not easy stuff. And that's just like a regular freshwater tank. A saltwater tank is even trickier. My oldest kid really wants a pet fish after we move, and I keep saying no, because I'll be the one taking care of it, and I don't want to deal with all the maintenance of a fish tank. Have y'all ever fallen down the rabbit hole on YouTube of people who hoard animals, particularly like small pets, like guinea pigs and hedgehogs and different kinds of reptiles and fish? And they have like dozens upon dozens of animals, like so many animals. And they keep them all in like maybe one room. I've fallen down those rabbit holes and I'm like, how is this allowed? Why would you wear your python under your clothes? That's creepy. There was this one animal channel I stumbled upon years ago. A girl named Taylor Nicole Dean. And people were like proclaiming her to be like this animal care expert and all that, even though she was like maybe like 20 years old. And people were noting that a lot of her animals kept disappearing under mysterious circumstances every so often. And they're like, huh, that's weird. And then it came out that she was addicted to some very heavy drugs. And that was very unfortunate. So it could easily be surmised that this poor girl also had an addiction to collecting animals. So, vibe check. How's everybody doing? How are them vibes? Yay, good vibes, good vibes. I like good vibes. Good job finishing your homeworks. Get you later, homie. Enjoy school. My phone was having a bunch of alerts on it. I had to get rid of them. A bunch of spam. Can you meet you next? Wait, what? Not sure what you're asking, sweetheart. If I could pick a dinosaur to ride on, I know they're not very fast, but probably a Triceratops. Because it has that nice defense system in the front. Hello, Fran. How you doing? How's your day going? Yeah, I'm glad you're doing good. I figure I could just like ride up really high on it with a saddle. That'd be a good way to see over the head. Hey, new YouTube subscriber. Thank you for subscribing. Hello, my friend. How you doing? Yay, coughing. Hey, friends joining. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I just yucky coughs. You lost your mom? I'm sorry, my dude. That sucks. Good morning, Wayne. Oh, I wouldn't do Hello Kitty because for one, I don't really know too much about Sanrio characters, and I can't do a cutesy voice like that either. Oh, here. Big hugs for everybody. Big, 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 big hugs. Yeah. Big hugs for everybody. Hugs, 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 hugs. It's alright. It is what it is. But it's why I haven't been able to really work on content much the past, like, almost a week. Between husbando being sick, my other kiddo being sick, and then me getting sick, it's been tricky. Sanko, Sanko. Do I like German boys? German boys are fine. Everybody's fine. Any small dinosaur be on a desk assistant? I don't know of any that are that small. Maybe Archaeopteryx, but that's more like a bird. I'm not a big bird person. Little Fox is doing great. She's still asleep. Just chilling. Haven't been able to hold her much while I've been sick, so I didn't want to get her sick. You know how it goes. The idea of a small, bitey dinosaur makes me think of a chihuahua, and I don't know if I'm down for that. I do like tea. Tea's pretty good. I just had some not too long ago. Something tells me there's a good reason humans and dinosaurs have not lived at the same time. Oh, I love you as an internet friend too, homie. Oh, prehistoric marine animals were pretty dope. They were pretty fierce. The OG whales were forces to be reckoned with for sure. Same for the sharks. Who came up with the idea that the Loch Ness Monster is a plesiosaur anyway? Like, what made people think that? Octopi are nice. They're pretty chill animals. When I'm planning the stream, I'm not quite sure yet. Not quite sure yet. Maybe within the next 40 minutes or so. It depends. There's a lot of crazy prehistoric creatures out there. There's that one that was like kind of part mammal, the Dimetrodon. I remember that from a bunch of museums I went to. I'd like to think I is soft. The more savage version of the surf real. Yep. Yep. If y'all want to get into like deep sea stuff, I could put on Beyond Blue to play for a little bit. Aw, you're awesome too. It is morning time for me. I'm still not up for starting Subnautica. I've already started Beyond Blue, and I have, like, the feel for the game. I guess something that was stuck. Leader of the Final Fantasy, I was doing a thing. Panel community? Wait, what, really? Huh. They put artificial coral in the damaged ones? That's silly. That's very silly. Did I make the model? No, I did not. An artist named Ritzion did the art, and a person who goes by T Redcat Music did the rigging and animation. I just kind of sketched out the design for it. I am not that good an artist. Well, that's cool. There's all kinds of cool people on Twitter. Sure. Computer's having me do some stuff. Give me a second, everybody. Hang on, I got a BRB. Give me a second, y'all. Okay, I gotta go for a bit. My computer needs to do some critical updates. And it's starting to make everything go all slow and stupid until I do so. So I better let the computer update. But thanks for hanging out with me. I'll be back on later. If not here, then I'll be on this evening on Twitch. So just keep an eye on my social medias. And on the Discord. Love y'all. Stay awesome. Mwah.